Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I really hope you guys have been doing well. Thank you guys so much for watching. So today I have a list for you that I'm starting of things for you to watch, like television episodic things. I have 105, yes, 105 things for you to watch, and I've split them up into different categories. So this is part one with our first category, which will be Supernatural. Okay, so let's get started. Supernatural is by far my favorite category. I mean, it's like, I don't just watch things that are like strictly supernatural. It is a mixture of like different genres within the supernatural scape, but that's the category I'd say I probably like the most. So that's why I'm starting with it. And this one will have actually 15 shows for you guys because I just could not stop at 10. So first I'm gonna mention Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is on Netflix. It's an American show. It's completely different from the like 90s version, which if you guys have access to that, I would also recommend that one. It's very good, but the new one is definitely way darker in terms of tone, but it is a very fun show to watch. Obviously it's like witches and magic and a whole lot of things like that going on. So next on my list, I have iZombie. It's a CW show. It is technically American, I guess, and it's about zombies. So it's not like dark, scary zombies. It's a very lighthearted, kind of in the tone of like maybe a cop show, but like with a little bit of romance. I don't know. It's definitely a hodgepodge, but it's a very fun show. Last time I checked, it was on Netflix, so you guys should check out iZombie. Also on my list is another CW show, The Vampire Diaries. Obviously it's about vampires, but it's also about a lot of other species. So The Vampire Diaries is the first one in the series. It's an American show, and then it's followed by the originals, and then it's followed by Legacies. So you can watch all of them if you want. You don't really have to watch the first one to watch originals or Legacies, but you know, it helps just because a lot of the characters come back and reoccur depending on which show you're watching. But it has a ton of episodes. It was on for like, I think 8 seasons, and then Originals was on for quite a few seasons, and Legacies is now in its 2nd or 3rd season, so you will not run out of episodes. Next on my list is a show, it's actually Korean, and it's called My Love from Another Star. Now I could have put this in my like science category, but it falls into the vein of like supernatural for me a little bit more. I felt like it fit supernatural. It's almost also a very romantic show, very fun watch, so I would highly recommend that one. And it's Korean, so wherever you guys can find it, check it out. There is also a one from like Thailand. I haven't seen that one though. I won't recommend, most of the shows I recommend are shows that I have watched. I don't like tend to recommend shows that I haven't just because I haven't watched them. Next on my list is Good Omens. Good Omens is, I guess it's British. It's on Amazon Prime, but I'm sure you can find it in some other places if you need to. It's very funny, and it's like an angels and demons kind of setup. David Tennant, if you like David Tennant, is one of the actors, and then I think Michael Sheen? Yes, I think it's the other actor. Very funny, very short, so you can finish it very quickly. If you want to finish it in like a day, you totally can. Next on my list is a show, and it's called Siempre Bruja. It's also known as Always a Witch in English. It is a show, I think it's out of Colombia. I didn't actually look it up, but it's set in Colombia, so I wasn't sure exactly which country made it, but I think it's very funny. It does have a little bit of controversy because it's not like historically accurate, but she's a witch, so, and it's a comedy, so you definitely can't expect it to be historically accurate. But I think that it's a very fun, light show and very easy to watch. It's got 2 seasons. It's one of the few shows where I actually feel like the 2nd season is better than the 1st season. But yeah, it's a show that I really liked, and I'm really glad they brought it back. So go ahead and check that out. It's about witches, in case, you know, always a witch. On a darker turn, there's Hemlock Grove. So if you have seen Bill Skarsgård in it, he is, this is one of his like more early shows in his career, and I don't want to say exactly what it's about. It's got a lot of different like species in it, but it is a supernatural show. It's quite dark. I'm not sure, it might be Canadian or American, but it was on Netflix last time I checked. I think it's a Netflix original series. So if you're interested in seeing that show, it's a very good show. I think it's 3 seasons. Go and check it out. Next up on my list is the show Being Human. So there is a British version and there's an American version. I personally watched and preferred the British version. I did watch a little of the American version, but I definitely really like the British version better. It's a fun show. It's like a vampire and a werewolf, and yeah, it's about roommates living together in like London. So it's very like day-to-day regular people problems, but also not regular people problems. And it's mostly fun, kind of sarcastic humor, and then it gets a little bit dark, but it's a very good show, very easy watch, and it's called Being Human. So next up on my list is a show, and it's called Oh My Ghost. Oh My Ghost. So it's a show that's on Netflix, but there is a Korean version and there's a Thai version. I liked the Thai version. I know so many of the shows I'm watching like have a bunch of different versions, but anyway, I liked the Thai version. I felt like I really loved the actors, and I felt like it was like super fun. They were really entertaining, and it was just super funny. So it should be on Netflix. Don't get it mixed up with all the other ghost things. There are so many shows, but Oh My Ghost, out of Thailand. Yes. So the next show I have up for you, also on Netflix, it's called Kingdom. It is funny, but definitely not happy. So it's a pretty dark show, but it is very good. I don't know if it says it in the synopsis. I don't really want to spoil it, but it's about zombies. So in case you were wondering, like, category, it's about zombies. It's a Korean show, and it is on Netflix. So go ahead and watch that. It's 2 seasons right now. So yeah. Another show I have that I watched, I don't think I watched all of it, but it was a show called Sirens, and it was a like freeform show, so you probably can see it on Hulu. You might be able to rent it on something else, maybe YouTube or something. And it is a show about mermaids. It's good. It's like funny sometimes and like dramatic sometimes, but it's a good show. So I would definitely recommend that one. Okay, so the next one I have, I wasn't sure whether to put on this list, but some of the seasons of this show definitely fall into the supernatural category, so I just put the whole show in this category. And that is American Horror Story. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's got a lot of seasons now. I definitely have not seen all of them, but I personally think that especially the first few seasons were really good. If you're looking for something that's like kind of horror, then, I mean like American Horror Story, obviously, then it's a good choice, and they have quite a few episodes. So go ahead and check out American Horror Story. It's an American show. Yeah, I mean, I guess the title says it all, doesn't it? But if you can see that, then go ahead and watch it. It's a good one. Next on my list is a show, I'm pretty sure it's British. So it's called Penny Dreadful. It didn't stay on the air that long, but if you can find that somewhere, then I really liked it when I watched it. And it's not too many episodes, so you should be able to get through it pretty quickly, but good actors, and I really like the show. Okay, so this one is a definitely completed show. It's a little older, and it's called True Blood. I'm sure all of you have heard of it. Obviously, it's about vampires, blood, and whatever, but there are a lot of other things going on in the show too. If you haven't seen it, it's it's definitely not like for kids or anything, but it's a good show, and if you can check it out, it's got a lot of seasons. So I have another show for you, and I just had to throw it in because there aren't that many mermaid shows, but it's called H2O. It was out of, I believe, I think Australia, actually. I'm not sure whether it was New Zealand or Australia, but I'm pretty sure it was out of Australia. Good show. I think 3 seasons. And you will see some of the cast. If you watch CW shows, you will see some of the cast that was in H2O reappear on the CW. So it's a fun show. It's like they're in high school and very easy to watch, very fun. So I just wanted to reiterate, like I said, most of the shows that I'm going to list for you guys are shows which I have seen. Also, something to keep in mind is that the shows that are Korean or maybe like Chinese, those shows tend to have a beginning, middle, and end. So they have like a set number of episodes, and if you see 16 episodes, then it's one season, 16 episodes, and they tell the whole story. Unlike American shows, which can go on and on and on, and then if the show gets canceled without anyone like knowing that it's going to get canceled, then the show just stops, and then there's kind of no end, and it may have left you on a cliffhanger. But just so you know, the ones that are Korean that I mentioned on this list, they do have like a set number of episodes, and that is the whole like season, the whole series. They don't have like extra seasons or anything like that. One of the reasons I think that I personally like Supernatural is just because they are so good at taking your mind off the real world. You know, it's something that really helps you suspend disbelief. So that is part of the reason that I started with Supernatural. I will have science categories, crime. I will have some like documentary type things coming up as well. So if you guys are interested in those, then go ahead and subscribe and check those out because they will be coming soon. But I really do hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. If you guys are having a hard time or starting to have a hard time, I would really recommend reaching out to the people around you. It can really help. You never know like who might want to be involved and help you get through whatever you need to get through. And also, obviously, would recommend keeping busy as much as you can. I have my list from my previous video, which explains like a lot of things. Mostly what I've been doing is watching TV, but that's what I always did. I mean, I've also been writing, and then my friends, we write things and then we have like a meeting. But this time, obviously, we can't meet in person. So we came to an agreement and we're all going to do like I'm using Skype, talk through like our written materials and discuss things. That way, you know, you can just continue to have interaction with people that you normally would have interaction with. And I think it will definitely pass the time. You know, for California, we've been shut down for a while. So if you really think about it, we've come quite a long ways already. I hope you guys can keep in good spirits and things like that. Also, one of the things that I recommended, I just think for like self-care type things, is to have a weekly spa day. I'm about to do my next weekly spa day, especially because my nails are super ratchet and they could definitely use some like R&R. But other than that, I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if there are any shows in the supernatural category that you guys really find interesting, because I would love to find some new shows. I've obviously seen more than just the ones that I listed, but I would love to see some new things that maybe I haven't seen before. So let me know that down in the comment section, and anything else, any questions you might have about any of the shows I mentioned. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.